Hello, everyone. Go ahead. We'll start letting everybody in the room. And we're going to kick this party off. Everyone, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? We are really excited to hang out with you guys for a little bit tonight and talk about how so many people who aren't using needles and don't have prescriptions are getting insane results with a plant-based GLP-1 alternative. And we are going to dive deep into that this evening and share some incredible testimonies with you of people who have gotten results using this system. So if you're brand new here and this is your first time ever watching, let us know. Put new in the comment section. And if you are already using this award-winning system, let us know how that system is working for you, because I'm always just so amazed at the number of people who are getting incredible results using these products. And so we will kick this party off right now. Oops, we're on the wrong slide, my friends. Give me just 2 seconds to get that fixed. Sarah, why don't you take over for just a second while I get that fixed for us?
Yes, guys, I'm so excited to be here. Can you tell I'm a little rosy today? We got a little bit of sun in Minnesota. I live in the deep north, and I cannot tell you how excited I am. I got a little sun today, and I was so excited to hop on here with you guys tonight to talk about how I felt so good today. We're going to talk about how we have products that nobody else has. We have things that nobody else in the entire market has when it comes to supplements. Is this the screen we're starting on? Is this me?
We are. We're there. We're ready, sister.
Yay! Okay, guys. So, first of all, I think everybody's probably heard of somebody who has been on the popular weight loss shots, right? If you know somebody or you have heard of somebody who's been on the popular weight loss shots, throw a 1 in the comment. You know what I'm talking about. This is a kind of a secret Zoom. We know about Ozempic, right? We know about Wegovy. We know about trizipatide. We know about the things, right? Now, I'm not here to debate any of those things, but what I am here to about what's wrong with those or what could potentially go wrong with those. But what I do want to tell you guys is that we have something that just earned an award just in 2024, not even a year ago, for being the #1 plant-based GLP-1 supplement in the world. Okay, this is an international award. That means this is not just the United States, this is international. So if you know about the popular weight loss shots, that's a synthetic version of the GLP-1. That's forcing your body into doing something that it doesn't naturally want to do. This, however, is our plant-based GLP-1 supplement. I'll be honest, guys, like when I first heard about this, when they launched this, I was the girl in the corner of the room who was like, what is a GLP-1? I had no idea. I had no idea about Ozempic, really, what it was. And I absolutely didn't know that we create GLP-1 on our own. What I found out is that we actually do. And as we age, we create less and less and less of it. Now, what this system does, because our products here at Ternant, which by the way, the name Ternant quickly means to change life quickly. I love that. That's the French word for it. Is that this product actually increases your GLP-1 in a natural way. That's why there's no side effects, no stimulants, and no artificial ingredients in it. This is plants. And once you start on this system, what it's going to do 2 things for you. There's 2 products in there. The first product is actually a plant-based enzyme that takes the extra sugar and carbs you consume and it turns it into fiber. That's wild. When I first heard that too, I was like, that's not a thing we can do. That's magic. We can't be. Shade, what do you mean? I had no idea what I was talking about because this is actually real. It takes the extra sugar and carbs you consume and it turns it into fiber. The cool part about that is that then that's not staying stuck in your gut and on your butt, right? Which is where we don't want it. It's actually turning it into fiber, which means your body now uses that as fuel instead of the sugar and carbs. So it's no longer using that and craving it because it's not using it as fuel. It's now using fat and burning fat for fuel. This was studied for 10 years before it even came into fruition. You guys, we are the only company in the world that has this product with this formulation. It's crazy. So that's the first part of the system. I was so excited about that. The second part of the system is actually our Activate. That is a drink. It's a plant-based drink that actually boosts your body's GLP-1 naturally. Yeah, that's the transform. Look at this really quickly before I jump into that. This is somebody eating the same meal, but one is without transform and one is. Here's one thing I want you guys to know. You do not need to be a diabetic to have spikes and dips in your blood sugars. Okay? You do not. You just have to be a human being eating food in the year 2025. Our food is designed to create sugar spikes, to create blood sugar spikes. Because what happens then is that your body tends to crave those bad foods for you again and again and again. But it also is incredibly difficult. And I didn't say this in the beginning. I was a medic for I was a medic for 17 years, but I was in emergency medicine for 25. I saw this happen over and over again. People didn't need to be a diabetic to have huge spikes and dips in their blood sugars just by eating food. So what this does is it prevents that from happening. That's the cool part about Transform. You're not experiencing that, which is very hard, by the way, on your organs, on your eyesight, on your extremities. If you know someone who's a diabetic, especially a brittle diabetic, you know the things they struggle with. Humans in general are not that far off just because of the foods that we're eating on the daily. So look at this, because this is wild, guys. This is literally the exact same meal, one with Transform, one without. Look at the differences in the spikes and the dips in the blood sugars. That's huge, guys. That's actually life-giving. That actually extends your lifespan when you're not dealing with that on the daily. So that's crazy. This is the other part of the system I was just jumping into. So this is a plant-based drink, literally designed to boost your body's GLP-1 production. So, like I said, I didn't know that was a thing that we did. And as we age, we make less and less of it. So that's where you're getting the belly fat. That's where you're going to get the reduction of the metabolism. Anybody else age and suddenly like your metabolism was like, deuces, I'm out. I'm not here to help you anymore, ma'am. I've actually moved on and you're just going to have to suffer alone. That's how I felt after I hit 40. I was like, well, this is rude. This Activate, you guys, is actually the plant-based version it's plant-based. It's actually going to boost that GLP-1 back in your body in a natural way. And that's why there's no side effects, no stimulants. There's no artificial ingredients in it at all. You can feel really confident taking this product. And what's cool about it is not only is it going to boost that GLP-1, so you're going to get the benefits of the weight loss shot without the side effects, but it has a cascading effect in your body where it's going to help with your hormones. It's going to help with the balancing of your hormones. It's going to shut off that food noise. Anybody else struggle with food noise? I like to eat. Inside, I am a girl that's probably about 500 pounds. I love it. I love to eat. I would eat all day, every day. And the food that I love the most is the worst for me. Anybody else feel that? This changed my life, guys. Like where I would be struggling with maybe I'm full after one piece of pizza, I'm going back for 2 or 3 more because it's pizza. I don't fight that anymore. I'm full after one piece. I actually want the healthier choice. I stop craving things where I want to go eat the candy. I want to go have the chips. I want to have the cookie at the end of the night or after I've had dinner where I would normally be craving those things. That's gone. This is going to shut off that food noise. It's going to reduce your cravings. It's going to shut off the body's need for the foods that you don't want, but it's also going to help balance the hormones. It's going to help with your sleep and your mood and your skin. It's going to be huge for really repairing your body from the inside out. This system is absolutely designed to help with weight loss, but really at its core, it's for metabolic health. I have a ton of people on this product that don't need to lose any weight, but their blood sugars were a mess, their cholesterol was a mess, maybe they had a lot of visceral fat. Here's another cool thing. This system will boost your body's AMPK as well, and that is a hormone that will target and burn belly fat and visceral fat. And if you don't know what that is, that's the fat around your organs. That will reduce your lifespan. When I learned that, I was like, I will take this forever if for no other reason than that. I did lose 34 pounds on it. We'll talk about that in a second. But what I love about this, and you can see, here's a couple of, this is a husband and wife actually, that ended up losing a lot of weight just on the daily health system. Because when you repair your body from the inside out on a metabolic level, that's blood sugars, that's cholesterol, that's blood pressure, and that's midsection weight gain, you're going to begin to see a cascading effect with that as well. And that's what these guys experienced too. Is that our only before and after? Are we bringing up Vernay?
We are, but we have.
Oh, we're bringing up Vernay.
Oh, here's another.
Here's one more. I thought there was one more. This is actually this is another couple. Obviously, you look at the difference in both of them, guys. I always thought they both looked amazing. Who else feels like maybe they're not overweight? They might just be struggling with inflammation. I had the largest face. I look like I got stung by a bee constantly. Anybody else have moon face? Anybody struggle with that? Because that was me for most of my life, and I used to joke about it. It was my cortisol levels. What this system is going to do for you is also going to help with balancing out your cortisol levels. We've heard a lot about that. I think a lot of people see that throughout, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. We're seeing a lot about cortisol. It's a killer. It's so bad for you. And it creates this big moon face, and you get it from being in high stress situations for a really long time. So, what this is going to do is reduce that. If you saw my before and afters, I had an enormous face my whole life. And now I have a jawline. Now, today I'm a little sunburned. Can't see my jawline quite like you would normally. But when I'm not sunburned, you can see my jawline. It's my favorite thing. So, I want to bring up my friend Renee. She is incredible, guys. She actually has a huge testimony with the Daily Health System, her and her husband both. And I'm really excited for her to share it because not only has it changed her physical body, but it's changed their business too. And they've stepped into something that they didn't even know. They've been in this business for a minute, and they didn't even know that they could expand to the level that they've been able to just by sharing this. Because the fact is, everybody needs this, and that's all they did. They just started talking about it. So, Renee, would you unmute and share with us a little bit your testimony?
Yes, I will. Hello. Hi, my name is Renee Charlebois, and I have got to tell you guys, I have tried everything in the world to lose weight. I tried diet and exercise, like that wasn't enough. I tried shakes, pills. I even tried these little vitamin sprays that I would spray in my mouth and be like, oh, this is going to work. Nope, didn't work. I was so desperate to lose weight that I was looking at, but after reading all the horror stories and even seeing the price tag of it, I knew there was no way that was going to be for me. And then in steps, activate and transform. Oh my gosh, has it been everything? I took activate twice a day. I did this for 6 weeks, along with transform whenever I was eating carbs and sugars and my enrich. Gotta have it. I mean, everybody needs it. I did it twice a day, every day. I was so consistent for 6 weeks. I lost 17 pounds. 17 pounds in 6 weeks. And I struggled for years to lose. At that point, I really started I'm like, oh, my clothes are better. Good. So I started doing better. I started doing a little exercising. I started eating a little bit better. And within 4 months, I was down 32 pounds. I was fitting in my high school jeans again, feeling better than I was feeling in my 20s. I'm like, my energy is through the roof. My cortisol levels, I mean, you should see my before, my big old face. Like, but why? Why didn't you tell me my face was that big?
She was beautiful.
I'm telling you, sleeping better, everything. And then here's what happened. I went to an event and I showed people my before and afters, and they were like, Bernie, because they didn't really know my name was Bernie yet, right? So they said, Bernie, you need to tell people. I came home. I started telling people. My neighbors saw my pictures. They saw me, and then boom, everybody was like, listen, why didn't you tell me there's a plant-based GLP1 thing out there? Why are you letting people get poked? What's going on with you? And then I apologized. They got it. I'm like, it's crazy what is going on with us. People are seeing it. People are wanting it. I mean, it's here. Yeah. And my husband.
I'm almost done.
Oh, it's not picking up his voice for Nay. Yours was going in and out, and it's not picking his up.
Uh-oh, I gotta talk louder, huh?
Now we're good.
I'm just saying I'm down 30 pounds as well. So yeah. Awesome. I love it for not everything it stands for. And all you beautiful people that are tuning in, I love you all as well. My wife brought me on tonight. She wanted me to talk a little bit about Quench. That's one of my favorite products. It's not talked about that often, but everyone needs their electrolytes, right? And you can't have beautiful skin unless you're hydrated. You need those electrolytes. And another thing people don't realize is that this thing costs, let's say $1.60. I go to a convenience store, I'm saving $1 every time I pour this into a cup and drink it. And it doesn't have any synthetic dyes or synthetic sweeteners or dyes, and it's healthy for you. It's an amazing product. I just like it. It's good. You should try it, give it a test go, and see if you want some, and tell your people to grab it.
Yeah.
It's good for you. Stay hydrated, my friends. I love you all. Peace out.
I love that so much. It's actually one of my favorites too. I keep it in bulk. The kids love it. The grandkids love it. Everyone loves the Quench. I've also had incredible results using this system. I was stuck. I was about 160 pounds. I had lost at that point 80 pounds and I couldn't get the scale to move anymore. It was super frustrating because how many of you feel like you're doing all the right things, but the scale is not moving? And a lot of what Sarah talked about was what I didn't know was it was my overall metabolic health that was causing me to be stuck. And so what I love about this system the most is that it literally is getting to the core root of what's wrong. And then the side effects of getting your metabolic health under control, those 5 markers that Sarah talked about, which are your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your waist circumference, your triglycerides, and your cholesterol, is that finally the scale will start moving in your favor and you will start to feel better. Since being on this system, since March of last year, I'm down now 30 pounds and in the healthiest weight I've been in my adult life. I'm 49 years old, a grandma to 5, mom to 3, and I just feel better than I ever have at this age, and which is just something I never thought I would be saying. The system has truly changed so much for me and my family. My husband, just like Brian, he's lost over 40 pounds using this system. It's just really incredible. And one more slide that we want to share with you guys tonight is really just about the GLP-1 industry in and of itself. Last year, it did about $45 billion, and it's expected to reach $606 billion by the year 2034, growing at a compound annual growth of 33% a year. And so why am I bringing that up? Because that means there's an opportunity there, right? There are going to be people who are it's obvious people are wanting a GLP-1 product. They want a GLP-1 product because of the results it's helping them get. They want to feel better. And so if you're at all interested in the opportunity side of things, this is where you want to tune in. And we are going to dive a little bit into that with you and share those details. And so there is an opportunity attached to this, and I love it so much. How many of you are watching right now and you are earning income from Trinot? And just put in the comments below what it has helped you with. For me, it has become a full-time income. It takes care of all of our household bills. It takes care of our grandchildren's private school education, and so many other incredible things. So let's dive into a little bit about what that looks like. Here's the thing. How many of you are on your phone every day? Let me know. Put a 2 in the chat. One of the things I found interesting was the other day I was reading an article, and it said it was talking about a statistic that the average person gets on their phone and over 2,000 times a day. 2,000 times a day. What if some of those times you were actually earning income doing what you were already doing, which is scrolling social media? And how many of you have ever shared something that you loved via social media, whether it be a great movie you went and seen, or maybe a pair of jeans that you bought, or your favorite place to go eat, or your favorite coffee? Let us know. Put a 3 in the chat if you've ever shared anything like that on social media. For me, I certainly had before getting into this industry. I'd shared all sorts of things, and never had I received a commission for sharing those things. And with this, when you share products that you're going to fall in love with, you are going to start earning commissions for those sales. Oh, we get that fixed? Okay, thank you. Here's what's really cool. Every product that you sell, you can earn $7 to $10. And if you're someone who has a really large network, or maybe you're a micro influencer or influencer and you're watching this right now, we also have a side of this that you can earn an additional 10 to 40% on your personal customer sales, in addition to the $7 and $10 per product sold. It is such a generous compensation plan. We also have a really cool car program, a Jeep stipend. And so what that really means is that you can earn anywhere from $350 to $500 a month towards the Jeep of your choice. I have two. I have a Jeep Rubicon 392 and a Grand Wagoneer. And oh my goodness gracious, can I just tell you how much fun I have driving my Jeep? As a matter of fact, if you have your Jeep, would you let us know in the comment section about that? Because listen, all I know is I had always wanted a Jeep. It just, I didn't ever get one. And then whenever they were going to pay me to drive one, I was like, okay, sure, I'll go get a Jeep. And now I literally cannot imagine not having my Jeep. It is so much fun. Even the culture, the Jeep culture is just so much fun. How many of you have gotten ducked, right? Like a little duck was left on your Jeep and you're like suddenly in this whole new world, like, what is even happening? Like the people just give out ducks around here? Like it's so much fun to get paid to drive a vehicle. And here's what's even cooler. That happens at the very first rank in our compensation plan. And the reason I love that so much is because in a lot of other opportunities, there are car programs in place, but they're generally for the very, very top ranks. They're more luxury style vehicles, and it's not achievable for the average ordinary person. They decided to do it different here. And in this compensation plan, you can actually earn that at the very first rank with just 1,300 in volume. It really is just so incredible. And if that isn't enough, we actually now have a plan and a path to help people earn over $2,400 in their first like 30 days of being partnered with us. 30 to 60 days, we can help you earn over $2,400 if you're willing, coachable, and hungry. That is all you have to be. And if you're thinking to yourself, as I'm saying all this, well, that's great, but I'm not good at sales or I'm not good at social media. Let me ask you this question. Those of you that are on here right now that are doing this, were any of you good at those things when you started? Because the answer for me would be no. I was actually painfully bad at it. Here's what's really good for you. You don't have to be bad. You actually get to come in and plug into our systems that are done for you. Where, let me just tell you what all's included in that, okay? You're going to get your first 30 days of social media posts done for you. If you literally have no idea what to post, that's done for you. We have ongoing professional content created each week, 21 pieces of content created each week that you get access to use at no charge to you. You literally have everything you need on your phone to run your business from your phone. And to kind of put this into perspective for you, I'm a high school dropout, teenage mom, and like I didn't have a following. I didn't have anybody that was going to be in line to sign up to go in business with me. And if a girl like me can generate literally in her organization millions and millions and millions of dollars a year, truly anyone can. Because here's what's really cool about the times we live in today. How many of you purchased something you've seen online? Give me a 4 in the chat if you purchased something you've seen online. People are doing it all day, every day. The difference is you get to have a little piece of that pie. And so I want to show you one more quick slide. Let me get over here to it about just more of the compensation plan. We'll run through this because I've already told you we can help you earn some money in your first 30 to 60 days of being partnered with us. But this is the screen that I get really, really excited about because there's that green line in the center there. That green line is what you make. It is the amount of money that you make when you hit that rank. This isn't a guesstimate. There is no percentages and average incomes. This is the income that you make at that rank. This was actually the document that I seen 3 years ago when I decided to partner with this company that I couldn't unsee. I actually couldn't sleep at night because I was like, holy cow, this right here can change so many people's lives. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at that. And I want you to tell me which number would make a difference for you right now. Which number is it that you're like, my goodness gracious, if I was bringing in that additional income every month, my life would look so different. Because here's the deal. Like what, I don't know that Sarah mentioned this or not, but like she was a paramedic. She started this business because she had a product experience and she literally thought, what the heck, why not try? Since then, not only has she retired from her paramedic position, but she's now built a multiple six-figure business from her cell phone, you guys. I'm telling you that story because I want you to know you don't have to be what you feel like is qualified. You just have to be willing to try something different. And I promise you, we have thousands of stories just like Sarah's, just like Renee's, and just like mine, where you can come into this and you can quite literally change your life. And then the last thing we're going to touch on tonight is how many of you travel is like your love language? Like if you could just travel and someone else pay for it, that would be a bonus. So Sarah, I want to bring you back up because I love your story about the first trip that she's earned every trip. Let's just be clear. But the very first trip that she earned here back in 2022, it was the first time she'd ever earned a trip in her network marketing career. So Sarah, why don't you tell them about that experience?
I would love to. It's still like one of my favorite stories to tell. So like she said, guys, I was a paramedic. I don't know about y'all, but is your boss sending you on all inclusive vacations for fun that doesn't involve a bunch of conferences? No, probably not. I had come from a business where my boss did not care what I was doing as long as I showed up and clocked in. So when I got into this industry, we came here to Trinant, I was floored. That was actually one of the biggest things that drew me here was the Jeep. I was like, I'm sorry, they're gonna give me money to drive a Jeep? What? I was so excited about that. I never wanted a Jeep until that day. But then the trips, I was like, you can actually earn free trips? Shut up. I actually really considered the thought that it was probably going to be about a 2-star vacation because how in the world could they possibly afford to spend a lot of money on all of these people to win a free trip? I wanted to earn it because if you put something like that in front of me and tell me that this is what's available, I'm earning it. I can't sleep. I gotta do it. So I earned this trip in 2.5 weeks. Tina and I both did. My expectations were low. Okay. I was still super excited, but my expectations were low. We show up to this resort and I was like, is there a mistake? This is stunning. This is so beautiful. This was like a 5-star resort. I was like, are they going to make me pay for this later? Like, I was freaked out. I could not believe how beautiful it was. And it was days and days of just high-end 5-star, not only the staff at the resort, but the food. They took us on excursions. It was unbelievable, guys. I was literally sold from that moment on. Not only that, I got to add this in because we didn't talk about our owners, but I have to tell you guys that they're some of the most incredible human beings I've ever met in my entire life. We were in the company just mere weeks, and we show up to this trip and they spent so much time just getting to know who we are. We're peons really in the whole company. Like that's how we felt because of where we came from. And one of the things that I loved and that really solidified my position here with this company was not only how incredible they made this trip for us, it was 5-star, the food, everything was unbelievable. And they have continued to do that every single trip that we have earned. And Tina and I have earned every single one. It's kind of our love language, I've discovered. But I also learned that the humans that run this company are unlike anybody else you're ever going to meet. So if you came from another company, you've never experienced anything like this. I would stand by that till the day that I die. I've never seen anything like it. They spent time with us. They listened to us. They were excited to get to know us. And we had only been there for a few weeks. It was so beautiful. And so one of the coolest things is because we got to earn that very first trip, that solidified it for me, for Tina, for so many of us. We just started a brand new incentive earning period just like not even 3 weeks ago, guys. We just started at the beginning of June. The cool part about that is if you're deciding right now, if you're like, I don't know about this, I'm thinking about it, some of this sounds really good, let this be the thing that pushes you over the edge that says today is the day. Today's the day you join, because the people that get in at the beginning of an earning period have a really, really high chance of earning this trip. And this is the first time since we've been here that I've seen the requirements be so open for everybody. There's no cap on this trip. There's no cap. And also what they have put out there for you to earn it is easily available for everybody. So whether you're a brand new person who's never done anything like this before, or you're somebody with a lot of experience, it doesn't matter. It's open, available, and very earnable for every single person. And I will just tell you guys, that first trip, changed my entire life. I had never been treated like that. I had always been an employee, right? Most of us have been just employees. This switched something in my brain where I was like, man, I could run a business here. These people care about me, and they treat the field like you're something incredible, because you actually really are, and you're valued here. And so those two things together, I was like, sign me up all day long. I'm not sleeping. If I don't earn this trip, I might die. Every trip, I have to earn it. And I'll tell you guys, once you experience one, you'll feel the same way. So if you're thinking about it, today is such a good day to get in, because you can actually get in at the very beginning of this earning period. So I had to share that too, but
No, and she's so right. Like you could jump in now and you have the entire earning period to jump in with us and earn that trip. And so here's what I'll say. If anything that we said tonight resonated with you, whether it was the health stuff or the earning money stuff, if you got that feeling in your gut, like, it's the time, like now's the time, like, you don't need to wait a second longer, don't. My only regret is that it took me 18 months to make a decision. Silliest thing I ever did was wait 18 months because I was skeptical. Don't be me. Don't be me. Don't waste any more time. Here's the truth of the matter. You don't know how long you got, right? Nothing is guaranteed. What is guaranteed is right now. And here's what I can tell you. If you're willing to come in and do the things that we have in place for you to do, you will get results with your health and with your wealth. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this video tonight and let them know whether or not you're ready to be a customer or you're ready to jump on board with us, because we can't wait to welcome you to the team. We hope you all have a great rest of your night. Good night, everyone.